Hi, this is Jason, and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Hello, folks. Happy Sunday. Last day in September. Can you believe that? Wow, this year's going quick. Oh, I can't wait till tomorrow when I pick my glasses up. Furthermore to what I said yesterday about that tsunami in Indonesia, it's horrendous to think that it was 380 or 360 people yesterday. They now reckon it's into the thousands that have died in a tsunami. And, that's really, oh man, like I said yesterday, there's so many natural disasters. It's just, you don't know what to say. You really don't know what to say. There'll be an appeal for it. I know there'll be an appeal for money again. And, for those that can afford to give, fantastic. For those that can't, I know a lot of people think that in order for you to care about something, you have to donate money. And that's a load of rubbish. You don't. If you are concerned about something, you don't have to financially give money towards it. I raise money for Movember, right? Now, if people share my post, as I've said before, that shows me they're bothered. It doesn't have to be a financial donation. If they share my post, fantastic. Which reminds me, I start that tomorrow. I start my Just Giving page tomorrow, and a lot of information on my Facebook page over the next month leading up to it will be to do with that. Sponsor forms, all that kind of stuff, because, I do want to try and raise a bit of money for Prostate Cancer UK. It's a scary disease, illness, condition, whatever you want to call it. And it wipes out a lot of people. It does wipe out a lot of people, and one in eight men will get it. So if you think of like a football, not a football, like a pop concert where there's 80,000 people there, just let's say, or, Barcelona Real Madrid football match where there's 80,000 people there. That means 1 in 8, right? That means what? What does that work out? 8. If there's 80,000, 8,000? Something like that, 7,000, 6,000? There's about 7,000 people, men, if they're all men, 6,000 or 7,000 of them men will get prostate cancer in their lives. And that's absolutely staggering when you think of those figures. And I do all I can to raise awareness and raise money for it. I mean, the funny thing is, I look like I've started now, don't I? All because I haven't had a shave. I look a bit rough, I must admit. A couple of things today, really. I've done something today which I haven't done for a while. I've actually wrote some of my second novel, my second fantasy novel, the sequel to When All Is Lost. I've started it. I'm about 10 or 11 pages in. I'm pleased to say I've had inquiries from America about my books, which is absolutely amazing. To think that somebody in America could be reading one of my paperback novels is absolutely astounding. And I think, to be honest with you, it's just made me smile from ear to ear. So thank you for that. That's you've made me day with that. Just watching football at the moment. I've just spent all day watching football. Like I said, I've done some writing, but then I sort of not got a block as such, but decided if I write too much, I'll bottle my head in. I don't want to do that. Another story I've just noticed in the news is about a man who's fell to his death by the look of it from a roof. Now, that would normally be, oh dear, that's not so good, on a roof. But it looks like he was a burglar. He was a burglar, and he's tried to get in on a roof, and he's fell off the roof, and it looks like he's died. I think he's died. Now, I'm not saying, he deserves it because, he's a burglar. But if, say, you've got a man who's working on his roof and he's trying to fix an aerial and he falls to his death, you get a lot of sympathy for that. If you've got a burglar who's up there for his own benefits and, he's trying to rob somebody by going in through the roof and he falls to his death, you kind of think, well, sorry, but that's a hazard of the job, so to speak, because it is, isn't it? I mean, it's like if you mess with explosives when you're prattling about or whatever and you blow up, you're messing with explosives, you're taking that risk yourself, and obviously him being a burglar, he took the risk. It didn't pay off for him, but he took the risk. I watched some TV last night, actually. I'd finished watching my football, and I realised I'd still got a couple of things to watch. I'd got me last episode of the Only Fools and Horses story, which was absolutely fantastic because it told you all about the actors and the people who played the parts, and how Leonard Pierce, how he became Grandad, and how Buster Merryfield became Uncle Albert, and so on and so forth, and that was absolutely brilliant. I'm actually going to get in touch with UK Gold, UK TV, to find out if they're bringing the 6-part series out on DVD, because every Only Fools and Horses fan on the planet will want to own it. It is absolutely brilliant, because the unseen footage on there alone is worth seeing, because there's a sketch on there. If you ever get a chance to watch it, watch the 6th episode, because there's a sketch on there what they did for North Sea Oil and oil rigs. And it is so funny because Dell actually thinks he's bought an oil rig off somebody. And the hilarious thing is, it's apparently in a lockup in Catford or something, in a garage in Catford. And he thinks there's an oil rig there waiting for him that he can just go and pick up and plonk in the sea. It's hilarious. Trust me, you've got to watch it. Anyway, after that, I watched a thing called The Two Ronnies. Now, anybody who knows The Two Ronnies will know they are what were one of the funniest. I can't call them double acts because they never wanted to be known as that. They're one of the funniest pairs of comedians on the TV. Now, it was actually called The Two Ronnies in their own words. And it basically was all about their lives. It was all about how they met each other, how they wrote for each other, how they did the writing, the sketches, there's clips on there. And it's on for about 2 hours. And it's worth watching as well. And what I didn't realise is, well, there's 2 things. One, obviously Ronnie Barker now has been dead since 2005 or 2006. He's dead either 12 or 13 years now. You think that's gone really, really quick. And Ronnie Corbett, I think he died March the 3rd, 2016. And you think, these comedians, we're never going to see them again. We're never going to see the likes of them again. I mean, your Morecambe and Wise, Little and Large when they were at their best. The Two Ronnies, you're not going to see these comedians again. And you think how privileged you are to have actually been able to grow up and watch them. Because these weren't just actors, these weren't just these were legends. These aren't just, everyday names. These are legends. You've got people who will be known for certain things, but nobody, I don't think, will ever forget the Two Ronnies. They'll go down in history. Morecambe and Wise will go down in history. And I've got the box sets of both of them. I've got the box sets of all the stuff they did at the BBC and ITV and everything. And I have got to sit and watch them. And I know that all Deb will hear while I'm watching them is laughter. She will come downstairs and say, "What have you been watching?" Because all I've heard is laughter. And it'll be, Morecambe and Wise or the Two Ronnies. Because I love all the old comedies. I've got nearly all of the old comedies, from Heidi High to Bread. I've got On the Buzzies. I've got, what else have I got? Love Thy Neighbour, Never the Twain, Bless This House, To the Man of Born. I've got all these. Dad's Army. I've got them all. I love them. Are You Being Served was a particular favourite. But of course, I've also got Only Fools and Horses. Now, my Only Fools and Horses set is a fantastic set because all the DVDs are from I think it was D'Agostini, I think they were from, and each episode has got, each DVD has got certain episodes on it. And if you have a look at them from the side, it actually shows the entire cast all the way across the edges of the DVDs. So when you look at them, you can see the entire cast, Del Boy, Rodney, Uncle Albert, blah, 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 all the way across, Cassandra, Raquel, they're all on there, Trigger, Boise, and it's an absolutely brilliant set. It really is a brilliant set. I wouldn't part with it for anything. And the problem I find is if you watch them on TV, they're cut to bits, they're cut to ribbons, and anybody who's actually watched them all the way through notices it straight away. Anybody who hasn't, and they're watching them for the first time, they'll think they're fantastic. But if you're a connoisseur of Only Fools and Horses, which I class myself as, because I once did a quiz, and out of 50 questions, I got 49. The only one I didn't get was something to do with one of the cameramen had also been a cameraman on another comedy series. I haven't got a clue about cameramen. I know about John Sullivan and the stuff he's worked on. He did like Just Good Friends, which is a fantastic series. He did Dear John. These were all classic, really fantastic series, and he wrote them all. John Sullivan was a genius. He was an absolute genius at writing. You're not seeing nothing like him. I mean, week after week he gave you Only Fools and Horses, and it carried on for 23 years. And the only reason it's all stopped after Rock and Chips because obviously Rock and Chips is the prequel to Only Fools and Horses, and he wrote that. And there were plans to do even more Rock and Chips, but unfortunately, he passed away. And once he'd gone, nobody can take on that mantle. Nobody can do writing like he could. Sad loss, a real sad loss. As you can see, I'm feeling a bit better today. I'm not feeling half as rough, half as tired, or half as sick. So that's a good start. And I must be feeling okay because I've done some writing. So on that positive note, I will let you all disappear, and I will see you, believe it or not, next month. Bye for now. If you're enjoying the videos I'm doing and you want to see more, you can subscribe by clicking the link there. And if you want to see my exciting day from yesterday, you can click up there. Thank you again for taking the time to watch my videos. Bye for now.